Hello, we are Geeks Assembled, and today me and Susan are discussing a 2013 movie starring Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds. And this is I don't know, it's sort of a expansion of Men in Black, isn't it, this?
A little bit, yeah.
You get the Men in Black vibe of this movie. We're talking R.I.P.D, Rest in Peace Department, which is a law enforcement department for the dead. Which, as far as I know, this was based on a Dark Horse Comics publication. So it's from a comic. So shall we see what Susan has to say about opening thoughts? Over to you, Susan.
Yeah, well, I'd never seen it before. It's set in Boston. I mean, it's pretty much all Boston.
Is it actually Boston?
Yeah,
in Boston?
It's actually filmed in Boston. You can see the.
So was you going, oh, I know that street?
Yeah. And I'm not entirely sure about all of it, but it was really a good movie, and it was funny, and it was enjoyable. There was a lot of good comedy in it. Yeah, it was great. And Ryan Reynolds and Harrison and what's his name, Jeff Bridges, they were great in it. I mean, really great in it. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, and it's all about gold. The two movies that we're reviewing this evening are all about gold.
And also, as well, based on a comic book series and a graphic novel.
Yeah, all right. There's that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's got a lot of. I mean, it's got a lot of action, and it's kind of. It is very much in the same vein as Men in Black. And it's got it's got a lot of car chases and stuff, so that's fun.
Yeah, and also Kevin Bacon. Yeah, can't go wrong with a bit of Kevin Bacon.
Yep.
And also nice to see James Hong as well in this.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, geez. Anyway, yeah, it's these two characters end up in the bodies of a supermodel and a Chinese
old Chinese guy.
Yeah, a restaurateur or something like that. It's fun. It really is fun, and it was the first time I'd seen it, and so yeah. What about you?
Well, I like this because I bought it.
Yeah.
I like, but it got panned when this was released. It was absolutely, people hated on it. I don't know why. It's just a fun movie. It was a box office bomb.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Let's have a look. What was it? It cost between 130 to 154 million dollars to make, and it only raked in 78 million.
Oh,
People in Boston hated it.
So it bombed at the theaters. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people sort of took a dislike to this movie, because as I say, it's a straightforward story. There's comedy, there's action, and you've got Jeff Bridges, great actor in this. Ryan Reynolds not being over the top as he usually is.
I know. Usually,
It's quite, yeah, it's a quite sedated performance from him, which makes a change. It's quite refreshing.
yeah,
And yeah, it's just to say, it's Men in Black for the dead.
yeah,
And just sit down and enjoy it. I mean, you got as you say, Kevin Bacon turns out to play the bad guy, of course, after killing his partner, Ryan Reynolds. And they have to say Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds have to stop all the dead returning to the earth because of these gold totem they're trying to build. So yeah, it's an enjoyable. The only thing what I was a bit about was that some of the CGI of the dead characters was not up to scratch.
No, it was.
For a 2013 movie, you know, 'cause there's other movies out there where you see that CGI monsters, creatures will look awesome. These ones looked a bit shabby.
Yeah,
But that was the only gripe I had with this. It was just when there was some CGI effects, some of the creatures, you think, oh, I think they could have done a bit better. Or maybe they should have gone back to the editing and carried on and added a little bit more money to it. But there again, they say it flopped anyway.
yeah.
So yeah, so seeing as it was in Boston, is this going to affect your score? You're not
No,
going to be biased, are you?
no, I'm not. I'm actually not. But yeah.
So any moments what stick out for you then?
It's when the one partner kills the other. That was incredible.
Mm.
When they end up in the afterlife and they're sent back, that's funny. And the chase scene through the city, running into all the cars and stuff.
Mm.
I mean that's kind of like something that happens. And when the car ran into the wall, I mean that is actually, it actually happens all the time here. People just drive into buildings, like they run over parking barriers and they drive into buildings all the time.
Is it the R.I.P.D?
I don't know. There could be like, I just something that I noticed when you hear about car accidents or car collisions in like California, they're all rollovers. But if when you hear about car accidents in New England, it's all running into people's houses and offices and buildings and stuff. It's really strange. Anyway, it's just something I noticed when I came here. I was just, and so that happens. And yeah, you can see downtown. You can see around the what's it called? The Boston Commons. There's some really nice shops along that street, and so Newberry Street, which is named a comic book shop, is named after the street. And so yeah, that was really fun.
Well, it's a fun movie. as I say, I just don't know why people didn't take interest in it. To be honest,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you've got the back and forth with Bridges and Reynolds. You know, the grumpy old cop and the rookie.
Yeah.
You've you've got the entrance to the world of the living through a toilet cubicle.
Oh, just like Harry Potter.
But you know, it's just one cubicle, so you have to squeeze in together. You know, it's and as you say, the chase sequence through the streets was really well done. But as I say, the only thing what let it down was the CGI of the monsters. Really,
Yeah.
I can't not fault the acting in this. You know, Bridges, Reynolds, Bacon. They just put the heart and soul into this. You know, Bridges chewed his tobacco, Bacon chewed the scenery.
Yep.
And the weapons they use, the arsenal they have is brilliantly. You know, you've got to hit him in the head.
Yep.
You know, so
And the name of the guy was Pulsifer.
yeah,
That isn't that the name of the Witchfinder General? Or am I just, or was I just bad or good omening? That was the name of the Witchfinder in Good Omens.
Good Omens, yeah, not Witchfinder General. That was Vincent Price, wasn't it? That one.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. So there's, you know, they take bits from here and there, don't they, and add it to other movies and TV series.
Yeah.
Just like to borrow things, but so anything you know what keen on in this movie?
No, I wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like the whole thing sucked. But there was just, it was kind of slow and a bit unmemorable. I mean, that I guess that's the problem, is that you just, it may have like that neuralizer built into it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think the idea of them, the living not being able to see what they really look like, is a brilliant idea. You know, so they come back into different bodies, as you say. One was a glamour model, and one was an old Chinese guy. And the way they did that, you know, where they swapped in between, we were seeing Bridges and Reynolds, but other people were seeing the other characters, and they kept swapping that over so we could see what the other people were seeing. It was a great idea.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, but for me, I thought really his wife should have maybe joined him in the afterlife to be together.
Yeah.
But the way she, he went, said, go back. So she was back in the hospital bed. And then he just walks away and leaves her.
Yeah.
I thought, well, wouldn't you want to be together? Because wouldn't you get the urge to follow her again?
You would. You really would.
But yeah, I thought his wife should have really gone with him at the end to be happy together in the afterlife.
Yeah.
If that's allowed, or is it just the R.I.P.D what's in the afterlife?
Yeah, I don't know the rules. That's another thing. It's like it didn't have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of description like in dialogue description.
Uh-huh.
Like what are the rules? What's this? What's that? It was they just
Well,
kind
yeah,
of
I mean, Ryan Reynolds, he died, and the next minute he was being given a badge and a gun in the afterlife.
yeah.
I mean, that came as a shock to us, and it came as a shock to him in the movie. But there was no like build up to that.
Yeah, there wasn't like an
Yeah,
what is the word I'm looking for? Expatriate? No,
exposition.
exposition. There you go. Gosh darn it. And yeah, I was. There wasn't a lot of exposition, so you didn't know the rules. You didn't know what was possible or what wasn't possible, and but it did pretty well, otherwise.
Yeah, I say I enjoyed it. As I say, and Reynolds was not over the top like he usually is, which is, as I say, a breath of fresh air sometimes.
Yeah.
He sometimes sort of plays the same sort of character in nearly every movie.
Are you talking about Deadpool?
Deadpool, yeah, but he also does the same sort of acting in other movies he's done. You know, the witty wisecracks and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
There wasn't many of them in this one.
No, the humor was more in the strange situations.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else you'd like to say about R.I.P.D?
No, I that's was pretty much it. Uh, the thing that was really interesting was was when they blew up that shop and stuff, and like, yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, and it's just a shame people seem to have missed out on this one. To be honest,
Yeah,
a lot of people don't know about this movie.
no,
It went under the radar.
yeah, it did.
But okay, so we'll go to final say and score then, Susan.
Well, yeah, it was worth a watch. It was it was funny. It was, you know, hooray, Boston, but it was also like it was pretty it was pretty funny, and it could have, and I just like to see the graphic novel that it came from, actually.
These were comics, Dark Horse Comics. I don't know if it was a graphic novel or a
Or comic. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't know. I'll maybe look that up now. And uh, maybe it'll take another couple watches for me to really like it. But yeah, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Toilet flushing transportation units.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
Harry Potter.
yeah, I mean, if this was more successful at the box office, I'm sure there would have been sequels by now. But not to be. Maybe a reboot in a few years' time. Who knows? Because that's what the cinemas do these days.
Yep.
Hollywood does. Me personally, I enjoyed it. The only great for me was some of the CGI. The action scenes are brilliant. The head-on collision between Bridges and Reynolds is brilliant.
Yep.
So I'm going to go with you on this one. So I'm going to give it 8 Stetsons out of 10.
Yeah.
If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm on about. So yeah, that's our little discussion of R.I.P.D. You guys out there, check it out. It's available DVD, Blu-ray, streaming on Netflix and wherever you can find it. So I'd like to thank Susan for joining me on this review. It's a pleasure as always. You guys out there, let us know what you thought of the movie. Please leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of it. Leave a message. Let us know any suggestions what we could do in the future. We'll always look at them and maybe go for them. If you'd like to be in our little group and appear on these things, get in touch. Message me or Susan or whoever. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all over the place.
Yep.
And YouTube as well. If you do subscribe to us, remember to press the bell notification button. Yep, one of those, and you'll get notified every time we put a video up. All we ask, if you want to join us, is be 18 plus in age, have a laptop, PC, tablet with a working microphone and a working camera, because we like people to see us, see how beautiful I am. Do you not mention anything about Susan? When we always come on, people always say Beauty and the Beast. Now, you guys out there, make up your mind which one's which.
That's right.
I'm only kidding. But if I ever hear anybody calling Susan a beast again, I'll have them.
Very funny.
But no, please, you're all welcome. Please come and join us. So until next time, please be safe, take care, and we'll see you on our next video.
Or in the afterlife.
Or in the afterlife. Yep. Bye for now.